Alright, good morning guys, and welcome back to Kathmandu. Today our plan is to go ahead and get an in-drive, get all the way to the other side of the city, and then walk our way back across the city, exploring the temples and trying to find some food. There's a few markets we want to find, so that's our plan for now. So as soon as Alyssa does her magic and summons up an electronic driver to appear for us, we'll be heading across town, and we'll see you guys there. Alright, we made it, and that was one insane drive across the city. There's no way I'd want to be driving here. Maybe on a scooter, but no way would I try to get a car through some of that madness there. Alright, we are in, but I'm really not sure what the name of it is yet. So give me a minute to get past the security and then we'll figure it out here. The Boudhanath Stupa, that's the name of it. Our driver had us confused. He was saying something else, but we found it. We're at the Boudhanath Stupa. Alright guys, so you pay $3 per person to get in here, and once you're inside, you got the big stupa that you can see behind me here. And this is the biggest stupa in the world apparently. And as you can see, they're hanging the prayer flags right now. But you also get this whole little complex that you're in here. And it's got monasteries, and it's got food shops, and it's got souvenir shops, and it's got everything you could ever want. So I think we're gonna wander through here, check some of this out for a little bit, and then head to the next one. So I think the next one's pretty much the same, but different, if that makes any sense. So overall, this one's a little laid back. There's not too much of a crowd here. Like I said, they're still hanging the flags for this morning, and it is pretty interesting. Kind of reminds me a little bit of like an old western town, you know, with the benches and old buildings like this. Alright guys, so we just found out if you take off your shoes, you can go up on the roof of the stupa. So we are heading up now. We spent about a little over an hour in there. It was pretty interesting. You get to climb around everywhere. You go in the monastery. Definitely enjoyed that stop. However, if you are going to go up on one of those rooftop restaurants, just know you're going to pay twice as much as out here on the street. We went in just for that iced tea, and it was pretty expensive. So other than that, definitely worth the stop. And now we're off to destination number 2. Hoping these clouds come in a little bit and cover us up, because it's getting pretty hot out here. Oh, look at these little things. I believe this is something I've been waiting to try. Let's see if he's here. Alright guys, we found our first treat of the day. It's a seli roti. Sel roti. Yeah. Alright, we're going to give this a try. This is one of the snacks we've been looking forward to trying since we got here. So as soon as she gets her picture, yeah, I don't think they see too many tourists down this little area here because everybody's laughing at us. Alright, so here we go. Oh, it's solid first of all. That's pretty damn heavy. Let's see.
If you rip it open, you just see inside.
Alright, got a little bit of sweetness to it. The outside could be a little crunchier, but the inside's like a doughy.
I like this. Pretty good.
Oh yeah, a little condensed milk. There's some chocolate on top of this. Alright, snack number 1. Delicious.
First, celi roti.
Celi roti. Don't worry, there's more to come.
I don't think this will be my last.
Alright guys, so we walked about an hour to get here through a lot of we took the back way. We went through neighborhoods instead of the main roads. Look at this guy. And I tell you, just like I said in the video number one, there's definitely an India vibe here, but the more you walk around, especially in the neighborhoods, you can tell it's got its own vibe, its own character here for sure, and I'm loving it. Okay guys, so here's what happened. Like I said, we took an hour walk, we went through the community, and we made our way over to this Hindu temple, the Pashupatinath Temple. And we were gonna go on in, but what we didn't realize is it's the same temple that we're gonna go to tomorrow night, because at 6:30 in the evening they have an Aarti Hindu devotion ceremony, and we've seen them twice in India and loved them. So we were gonna come back and do that tomorrow night. So now we're just sitting here in the shade, figuring out where we're gonna head next. And we're gonna skip over this altogether for right now.
All right, I guess it is Kathmandu, Durbar Square.
All right, Durbar Square, here we go. Alright guys, so we had to make a quick ATM stop because getting into this one's a little more expensive than we had figured. It's $7 each. So we just got some ATM money, re-upped our cash, and she's getting the tickets now. So we are in the World Heritage Site Monument Zone. From what I was reading, there's over 50 temples in here. And look at all these people selling goodies. Not my type of goodies. I can't eat these, but we're gonna wander through and see what they got. Well, it's a little bit confusing, guys. When we got our tickets, they gave us a pamphlet that explains it, and it's kind of explaining it, but like all these people don't have tickets. They're all just driving up and down the street here, and they don't have tickets. But I guess if you want to go in certain areas, you have to have the tickets. So we got it on, and we're allowed to go wherever we want. And first thing we noticed, like I said before, there's 50 temples in here. So there's one that's closed, one that's not here anymore. You got these over here, there's one behind it, there's another one over there, there's one behind it there. They're just everywhere. Some of them you can go in, some of them you can climb on. So we're gonna walk around a little bit, take this in, and see what else we can figure out about this place. Alright guys, so as you can see, there are a lot of temples in here. We're not going to take in and out of each one, but this pamphlet that we got explains each one to you, tells you the history of it. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to try to find a museum now and check out what's going on inside the museum. There are guides everywhere walking up to you. Some of them are official, some don't look like they're official, but if you really wanted, they could show you around and give you a little more insight, I'm sure. I guess we've been in Durbar Square about an hour and a half, and there's just temples everywhere. You can wander through them, and there's a museum that has art, and then it has a museum side and an art gallery side, so you can spend plenty of time wandering through here, especially if you wanted to see every single one of the 50 temples. Do I suggest getting a guide? They're really not that expensive. They're only like $7 for a guide for a half hour, and I guess it'd probably be worth it just to get a little bit more information. I don't think we had any concept of how huge this place is when we first got here, or we probably would have went with a guide, but for us, we wandered through, we got to see it. It was pretty interesting. Glad we came, but now it's time to move on to the next stop. These streets are getting chaotic. The busier they get, the more India-like it feels. And we were just saying, look at this guy's got a plastic bag on his head. We were just saying it's a culture with a lot of people spitting. They're always spitting, and they cough without covering their mouth all the time, right in your face. So it's kind of a little upsetting there. Kind of reminds me of India a little bit. And it's just noisy, and after a while, the lack of personal space starts to edge on you a little bit. So we are on our way to the Asan market, but as you can see around us, every place here is pretty much a market. You can get anything you want on any corner basically. And they all have big sales, 50% off. And we notice you can bargain for everything here. Taxi rides, hiking equipment, you name it, you just go in and bargain with them. Okay guys, so as you can see, we're in the Asan market district area now, and whoop, we're getting run over by a little kid with a bundle of stuff. Man, look at him go. So like I was saying, this is got everything you need here, and it's just chaotic as all hell. I mean, you can get everything from chips and meat, right next door to sneakers, jackets, hiking equipment, t-shirts.
Look at this
Oh, it's just chaotic. Did you guys hear that? Did you hear it? That was my last nerve. I'm about Kathmandu'd out at the moment. It's just so hectic right here.
Here you go. I got some breathing room.
Ooh, a little bit for a minute. No, I say that like it's bad. It's not. The chaos makes it interesting and fun, to be honest with you. The thing is, it's been a long, long day. We're coming towards the end of it now. We're both really hungry, so I think that's what's got my nerves. I'm ready to get something to eat. But we couldn't come all this way and not show you guys this market, so this is the chaos. Enjoy. Alright guys, so as we were walking through that market there, we got a text message and it was some bad news about our upcoming Everest base camp trip. So, let me turn this around so you guys can see where we're walking now. We are going to go now and grab a bite to eat, take you guys out for dinner with us, but we're going to spend the rest of the night now trying to figure out what our plans are. You see, the airline called and they changed the airport again, so we're not sure if we can even fly to Lukla to start the trek now. But we do have other options. We can go with, we can go over to Pokhara and do a couple of treks over there, or Annapurna circuit. So we gotta go now and figure this out. What is going on up here? I'm gonna keep the camera rolling a minute, guys, and let's see what's going on up here. So she got her veg Dal Bhat because she's crazy like that.
I don't like the chicken.
And I went ahead and got a chicken butter masala with rice and paratha. Chapati? One of those two, yeah. So we got a hookah here to go with it, and we're just gonna do what we do. We're gonna figure out how to get through this little problem we're having with the hike and enjoy some food. So I've had this a million times. It is delicious. You want to taste yours real quick?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see how she does.
So,
show them how you do it.
this
Pour a little of this.
in there.
That smells so good.
I think you're supposed to mix it all up, but I like to go around and individually grab pieces.
Fake chicken.
I love the flavor of this. It's so good. It's like a lentil, a creamy lentil. This was spicy. I'm glad I went with vegetable. Do you want to try it?
No, I'm good.
Pickled vegetables.
Delicious, huh? All right.
Those are really pickled. Spicy pickled.
All right, guys. So with that, we're gonna go ahead, eat our dinner, and we'll give you guys an update as soon as we get one. Guys, this video didn't quite turn out the way we had planned. That just happens when we keep it real, though. We had to keep you guys in the loop, so we're heading back to our hotel now. Let's see, the temples were great. Durbar Square was great. Our little snacks today were great. We had a great time, actually. Beautiful weather. I got a little red on the dome, but I'll survive that. And now we're gonna head back to our room, meet up with the guide, and I guess we'll tell you guys in the next video whether we're going or not. So if you did stick around to the end, man, we love you. Thank you so much. Give us a little thumbs up, leave a comment. If you want a postcard, definitely leave a comment and let us know. We'll send you a postcard, and follow along because this adventure is far from over. We just posted a poll asking if you guys think we should do Poon Hill or Langtang as our next trek if Everest gets canceled. So let us know. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching.